The silence in the deep void of space was unbroken, the stars beyond cold and indifferent. The orbital station Argonaut hung motionless, its lights flickering sporadically. It had been 2 standard days since Earth Command received the last transmission, a garbled message ending in static and a single word, infested. Skynet's calculations left no room for hesitation. Human losses were immaterial. The possibility of a xenomorph hive taking root on a station equipped with experimental bioweaponry presented an unacceptable risk. The directive was clear: isolate, investigate, neutralize. A single dropship launched from a Skynet cruiser in synchronous orbit. Its sole passenger, Model T-800 Infiltrator Unit, serial KRM 49821. Flesh over endoskeleton, adaptive combat routines active, mission parameters uploaded mid-flight. No extraction planned. No backup inbound. The T-800 stood silently as the dropship docked with the Argonaut's airlock. Hydraulic hiss, metallic groan, manual override engaged. The heavy hatch opened into darkness. Through its augmented optics, the Terminator saw twisted wreckage. Blood smears on bulkheads. Claw marks raked deep into the plasteel walls. The artificial gravity was still operational, though power fluxed across sectors. Emergency lighting stuttered, casting the corridors in red pulses. Sensors detected no life signs. But residual thermal readings indicated recent biological activity. The machine advanced methodically, footsteps echoing down deserted corridors. Standard sweep protocol: assess command deck, secure reactor core, purge threats. Midway to the operations center, the T-800's auditory receptors picked up faint movement ahead, scraping, wet and uneven. A hatch lay partially open. The unit pushed it aside, servos whining softly. Within, the crew lounge lay in ruin. Tables overturned. Personal belongings scattered. A dark, glistening substance coated surfaces, resinous, organic. A crude hive structure taking form. Cocooned bodies lined the walls, twitching feebly. The T-800 scanned the faces. No vital signs. Hosts, likely incubating embryo organisms. Logical conclusion: xenomorph infestation confirmed. An inhuman screech pierced the stillness. From the far corner, a pair of inner doors burst outward. A sleek, obsidian form launched forth, razor tail whipping through the air. The T-800 fired reflexively. 10mm caseless rounds tore into the creature's carapace. Acidic blood spattered across the room, hissing as it ate into steel. The xenomorph shrieked and twisted, lunging with terrifying speed. The Terminator's left arm came up, deflecting a slashing claw. Reinforced servos strained as the machine grappled the alien, pistoning its fist into the thing's skull with mechanical force. Bone fractured. The xenomorph spasmed, then lay still. Damage report: minor etching on forearm plates. Functional. More movement. Scuttling in the ducts. The hive was alert now. Abandoning the lounge, the Terminator advanced toward the central control deck. Each intersection brought new dangers, ambushes from vents, shadows that moved impossibly fast. It adapted, switching to infrared and ultrasonics, calculating vectors of attack. For more xenomorphs fell in its path, their acid slowing the unit but not halting its relentless march. At the command deck, the T-800 forced open the blast doors. The room beyond was a tableau of death. The captain and senior officers eviscerated. The main console shattered. Data core, intact but locked behind an encrypted firewall. The Terminator interfaced directly, hardwiring into the core. Logs revealed the truth: a classified shipment from Weyland-Yutani, containing xenomorph eggs under quarantine. Containment protocols failed when human curiosity overcame discipline. One host infected. The cycle began. Within days, the station was overrun.
Skynet's algorithms processed options. The infestation could not be contained aboard. Sterilization was mandatory, but first to access the fusion core. Suddenly, the machine's motion sensors spiked. A massive presence approached from the lower decks, larger, faster. A queen. Priority target updated. Descending toward engineering, the T-800 entered a nightmare. Walls transformed into living hive structure. Thick, pulsating resin underfoot. The air grew dense with pheromones and heat. It located the queen's chamber, vast and grotesque. Dozens of eggs lay clustered. Warriors stood sentinel. At the chamber's heart, the queen stirred, towering and terrible. The T-800 calculated probability of success. Even a Terminator could not defeat an entire hive alone. But its mission was not survival, it was completion. Initiating combat routines, it launched an assault. Grenades and high-velocity rounds tore through lesser drones. Acid rained from ruptured bodies, burning into the Terminator's synth flesh. A single-minded advance, step after relentless step, brought the machine face to face with the queen. She lunged. Claws crashed into the machine's torso, flaying synthetic skin to reveal gleaming metal beneath. The T-800 countered, driving its plasma blade into her side. The queen shrieked, tail whipping with bone-crushing force. Joints cracked. Damage critical. Pinned beneath the queen's massive form, the Terminator executed its final directive. Left hand disengaged, revealing a microfusion core primed for overload. Skynet's voice echoed through internal systems. Mission complete. Terminate hostiles. No recovery. The core detonated in a blinding flash. Fire consumed the hive. Steel melted. The queen's scream echoed into silence. Hours later, from high orbit, Skynet's cruiser recorded the detonation. The Argonaut was gone, vaporized. Report filed. Mission, success. Containment, absolute. Collateral, acceptable. In the cold dark of space, there was no mourning for the lost. Only a calculated, endless war between machine logic and organic terror. And somewhere in the void, new orders waited to be issued.